Get the video you crave at cnettv.com.
It's the 404. I'm Randall Bennett.
I'm Jeff Bacalar.
And I'm Wilson Tang.
And this is the show where t-shirts, blazers, and flip-flops are great.
They are.
Unless you're Jeff Bacalar. Then you're not that great. Coming up on the show today, lots of stuff. Like Jeff interviews someone very important. We'll talk about who. And why he's important. Plus, Ricky Gervais making an appearance in GTA 4. David Brent to the UK Office viewers, if you are familiar. And movie industry is finally catching on to some good ideas. We'll talk about that.
What?
And some other stuff.
That's not happening.
It's happening. I swear it to you.
You'll have to prove it later.
I swear it to you, Jeff Bacalar.
Jeff, can you tilt your camera up just a
I got
bit?
it. It's right. Also, on the show, Natali Del Conte.
Hello.
From CNET Loaded.
Yeah.
Yay.
Sharing a
Thank
camera
you
with
for having me back.
High five.
Yep.
Woo.
This is
Nice.
the cool camera.
This is, how's it been going, Natalie? Pretty good?
Good. I'm thrilled to be back on the 404 because, sometimes I listen to live and then sometimes I listen on the train ride home.
Yeah.
And I always want to run in and say, no, it's this way, or that's not what that is, or that's not how you say that, because you guys have such... You're such
dudes.
boys. You're
Yep.
such dudes. So your celebrity gossip's always wrong. I hate to tell you.
It's
okay.
true.
But it's
Things
purpose.
like that,
how
and
we
I
roll.
just feel like
That's
you
why we have
need my
Kamini,
input.
though. That's
so-
why we have Kamini. Kamini
Yeah.
does entertainment shit.
I
you
know, and
so
she's
which is
very
helpful.
good at it. So most of the time, but sometimes, I miss you guys.
I know.
So-
Natalie, I'm so glad you're back. Thanks so much. If you want to call in, 866-404-CNET is the number for voicemails. I don't think we got the live number working.
We can't get the...
Can't we just give him that?
We have a lot of...
No, I'm not going to give
technical
it.
Let's give out my cell phone number. They can call back.
I'll give it out.
Hello?
So, Jeff, you were at this Miyamoto roundtable.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, what happened?
Shigeru Miyamoto.
Yeah, I didn't interview him myself. You made it sound like
It wasn't
was
like
just
an
me
exclusive.
yeah, but Miyamoto, he's pretty much the coolest man on the planet.
Is
Let's
he?
be honest.
Really?
I mean, the guy. I mean,
Because he invented video game gaming.
well,
Did you get him to sign your thumb? Like your video game thumb?
Should have it tattooed.
It's
name.
funny because Stacy was like, "You should totally bring in your Super Mario Brothers 3 cartridge and have him sign it."
Dude, I know someone who already did that.
Yeah?
I told you about that. I told you
Did
about that
you?
yesterday. I was like, yeah, my friend, person X, got it signed for his girlfriend.
That's pretty rad.
Remember who I was talking about?
Yes, now I do.
So,
But but Stacy wanted me to do something similar to that, but did not.
didn't.
But this was really nice because it was very intimate. It was a nice little round table
Intimate?
discussion.
Like,
yeah.
A good time.
It's just like three of you chilling at a table?
No,
or what?
dude, it was like myself and about
Libby
a dozen.
from AOL Games was
Yeah,
there.
it was a bunch of editors.
Who's
Like
the guy from
Guy
UGO?
was there.
Oh, and Guy Kroll from Newsweek.
Russ Frushtick.
Yeah. Well, he's from UGO, right?
UGO.
In case you know all these video game
Which you-
journalists.
you're
Yeah.
just like,
we're totally
That
name
doesn't
dropping
mean
all of our
anything.
video
I
game
know.
journalism.
But anyway, the whole point of the presentation was all about Wii Fit,
yeah.
which
So,
has now convinced me that it's a lot cooler than I thought.
A
it
lot
once
cooler?
was.
And
Well-
you're going to get into
well-
shape?
well,
now
why?
use
Well,
Wii
I don't
Fit?
know if it's going to actually get me into shape because
Maybe, like,
nothing gets
old-
me into shape.
I was going to say,
'Cause
like,
there's no hope.
Maybe
I just play.
old
I play a
people.
lot of hockey. What's that?
say old people, maybe.
Yeah,
It's not
that's
designed for old people.
that's the cool thing about it is like anybody can use this thing. If you can stand on a scale, you can do Wii Fit.
Yeah.
does it give you your weight
So,
on the scale?
yeah.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, it can handle the U.S. one can handle up to 330 pounds.
Wow.
The Japanese one can only hand up to 250.
300.
No, it can
There's
only do
no
300.
Japanese people over 250
Yeah, exactly.
unless they're sumo wrestlers.
Yeah,
exactly.
And
And that's actually how like the whole mentality came together.
Did you try it and work up a sweat?
No, I did not get to play with it too much, but he basically went through the yoga section of the game, which
you
is
can do
really
yoga
cool.
with the
Yeah,
fit?
dude, it teaches you balance, and you'll wind up having correct posture. It basically forces you to like center yourself.
Your core.
Yeah, and there's all these different exercises.
You
can
do
with
seem
it.
very centered today, I have to say.
Yeah.
Me?
No,
Yeah.
you're,
You have
you're
a
like
lot of
3
zen.
inches taller.
Except for then he was like, dude,
all
I
that-
hate you, Randall Bennett, for wearing flip-flops.
Yeah, because you're a loser. But all that scoliosis gone.
Scolio-
It just cracked out.
It's just
I
gone
don't think
now.
boys get scoliosis.
It's-
Yeah,
No,
it's
do they?
cured,
if you
right?
have a spine, you can have it.
Yeah,
I thought it was
it's
mostly girls.
It's spine
Or-
people.
Or
No,
they check
it's
boys and girls
exo-
at different ages,
That's what
don't
it is.
they?
Yeah, I
Oh,
guess.
okay.
Yep, it's true.
Yeah.
But
I
it
was
was
gonna
very,
say,
it was very informative, really convincing, and dude, they've sold 2 million of these in Japan already.
Really?
That's because Japanese people are the first ones to buy crazy stuff like that. I mean, if you look at DDR caught on 15 years ago.
Yeah, they're not going to sell that
Asia,
fast
like,
here,
years
but I
ago.
think it will be a good
I
seller
don't know.
because people love
People
the
are going to
Wii.
buy it.
That's the thing.
Yeah,
You know, it's
people will
different,
buy it.
It's the next thing you can do with your Wii that isn't Wii Sports.
Yeah,
That's
totally.
really what
That's
it comes
great.
down to.
But you know what? After a year and a half, I still love Wii Sports.
For sure.
I
No.
know.
That
I
does
don't
not
get
old.
tired
Yeah,
of
it
it.
doesn't get
It's
old.
fun.
Yeah.
But
It's
what's
like
really
Tetris.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
For sure.
It's a timeless.
Timeless.
What's really cool though is like you have to look at it as if they're trying to get this balance board into all these homes, right? Once they have this install base, then that'll lend itself to
a surfing game.
Yeah, stuff
be
like
awesome.
that.
Surfing game.
There's
You
already a
know-
skiing game in Japan.
You know, when I saw this, I was like, "Oh, that's like the power pad." I used to have
Yeah.
a power pad, and then
Totally.
I learned to totally rig it, like the
you
track
take your
thing.
hands and
You
you
take
go
your hands and you
brrrr.
pound it on it, and I was like, "Oh, you can totally cheat that." But I think that they've done a better job with this. It's not just the next generation
Yeah, for sure.
power pack.
This
I
is not
wonder
your
what
grandma's power pad.
It
For sure.
certainly is not.
For sure.
You know
No
what's
piezo
funny
switches.
is that 330-pound limit is probably not going to be enough for some Americans.
Dude,
for a lot
exactly.
a lot of
Americans,
Americans.
which is
Sad. Is it?
Sad.
That's a
You know
whole
what though?
other
Like
story.
I don't know. Well,
There's a whole other.
and that
bet
came
there'll be-
up. The issue of obesity and shit like that came up.
I bet there'll be
For sure.
a bunch of people who hack. I was going to call it the power pad. Who hacked the Wii Fit
Yeah.
to make it so like fatter
like
people
steel
can use it.
reinforced.
Not even
like,
steel
we-
reinforced. I bet they'll just like put a little bit of extra. I don't know, like insulation. Yeah, exactly. So the switches don't break.
Or you can use two of them.
Oh, that would work.
One for
That's
each
like
fat
sexy.
section of your body.
Oh, let's not
But then
talk
you have to
about
turn
fat
them,
people.
instead
I
of
don't
turning
like
them
this
side,
discussion.
instead of turning them sideways, you have to turn them like vertical.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
like-
saying? Because
yeah.
then you can put both of your feet on there.
Exactly.
That'd be even more accurate though if you think about it. Because then you'd have like the two. Normally, when you stand on it, it would be like your 2 feet sensors or whatever.
That's
Yeah.
true.
And if you put it like that, it would be like super perfectly accurate with 4 different spots.
You think?
I'm just saying. So fat people, Wii Fit could be for you too.
It might
But
be.
you have to spend more.
Oh, dis. No, just kidding.
Oh.
Also, speaking of fat people and watching things, did you like that? Juno.
Oh, wow.
I bought it.
So you bought it?
I bought it a
Oh,
couple days
really?
ago.
I didn't know.
on Blu-ray
I didn't know you
or
bought
On
it.
HD or HD.
No, you didn't.
On
You
DVD.
didn't buy it.
Yeah.
So
what'd you think?
The cool thing, I watched it. I was kind of like, this is a good movie. It's not no business being at the Oscars.
No
as a
business.
PBS,
I
but,
didn't see it.
The cool part about it, it comes with an extra disc that has the digital copy of it already on there. So like, if you want to put it on your iPod instead of having to rip it, you just download
And you
it.
can keep it?
Yeah, and you can keep it. I haven't actually done it yet, just so I don't know if it's DRM'd or whatever.
Yeah.
But regardless, like, I don't even mind if it's DRM, to be honest.
No,
That's
if it goes
cool.
right on my
Yeah, it's fine.
iPod, I don't care.
Fine.
So you got the digital copy, the thing that they were.
So
trying
can
to
you
sell
lend it to me, though? Or is it
I don't
only
know.
have one
I'm sure
license?
I'm sure I could just bring it in. We'll find out.
Let's find out. Let's
So
get to the
I was
bottom
pretty
of
excited
that.
though, because I feel like it was a watershed moment for the movie industry in my home. Because it was like, oh wow, they actually do care about digital distribution and the way people are consuming media.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, well, instead of just ignoring and pretending like people don't watch things on their iPod, they're actually giving it a shot. So it's pretty cool. I don't know. What do you guys
Very
think?
cool.
Are you? Would you, Natalie? Would it be an incentive to buy maybe like a $2 extra price DVD if it had a digital copy with it?
No, but I don't really ever buy movies.
Yeah.
So, and when I buy them these days, I do buy them digitally. So,
Yeah.
I don't want the disc.
Yeah.
I'm a minimalist. I don't want stuff
Yeah.
in my
I
house.
I hear
unless-
you.
I'm like
for
a
sure.
movie aficionado, so like the digital copy at Macworld, when they announced all that, that was, I think, my favorite moment from the show. Like I was really excited because I could finally not have to spend
Dude.
4 or 5 hours handbraking the movie to put on my iPod.
It takes
Yeah.
you 4 or 5 hours to handbrake a movie for your iPod.
Well, I mean, if you want to rip it straight from the disc, it takes like twice the length of the movie.
Yeah.
Really?
And if you want to do like a second pass,
Yeah.
Oh wow!
To
I
get
didn't
even
realize it
better
took that long.
quality?
I mean, I guess I just never rip it at
That's
full
commitment.
quality. I rip it at bad quality.
Yeah.
I
we
mean-
got a caller.
I'm not picking
No,
it up.
that's
I
it.
just
We
hung up on him.
should have taken
I
that.
just took up on him. I don't care.
All right.
You
Could have
know,
been who?
It could have been. It could have been someone who
Could have
called
been Bruce
CNET
Willis.
I'm glad
and
you.
did
Could have
it.
been.
It
I
could
mean,
have
come
been.
on, dude.
It could
It could have been
You
Bruce.
gotta, you gotta run
Did you
with
watch
that.
30 Rock last night?
I did.
I didn't
Oh,
watch
I
it
didn't
yet.
get
Don't
to
say
see it.
anything.
I
When
did.
you said that
I thought
Bruce
it was
Willis thing, that's we're right.
That's why I thought of him. But he wasn't on it.
We won't spoil. He
All
wasn't
right.
on
I
the
don't think you
show.
can really spoil 30 Rock,
No.
though. It's not a plot.
You're like-
I thought last night's episode sucked, though. I just want to say.
I
Really?
didn't watch the whole thing.
I
just
haven't
watched
seen it
beginning,
yet.
Did you
so.
watch The Office?
Yes, it did.
I watched that.
I
What'd you
did.
think?
That show's
I
starting to
don't
get a little
know.
bit too
Yeah.
predictable.
Like the whole Michael dating thing,
Yeah.
and I'm like, come on.
Come on.
We've been through this before.
Yeah, I don't know.
What's Carol? Nancy
What do you think
Walls.
of the spinoff?
No, her
Natalie?
name was Jan.
No,
Oh no,
no,
Carol.
Carol
Yeah, that's his
before.
real wife.
Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah, I was going to say that.
That
Natalie-
is his real wife?
Nancy
Carol.
Walls.
Yeah, Nancy Walls.
Not
is
Jan.
Steve Carell's real wife.
Wait,
Not Jan Levinson
Carol,
Gould.
the blonde?
Yeah.
The little blonde?
The one who, when they went to Diwali, she dressed up like a cheerleader.
Wait a minute.
Remember that?
She's not the chick who had the boob job.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's his real wife.
Yes.
And they were on the Daily Show together.
Yes, they were.
So.
And she hit the jackpot.
No, okay. Turned out okay for her.
Yeah.
We're going to take a break. When we come back, no calls from the public today. Are you sad? Are you going to cry?
No. Not gonna.
You're
I'm
not
going to be
cry?
told, dude. Shit like that.
You're going to hold it
me.
together?
I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
Are you
Good.
sure?
You'll watch.
We've got a call-in, right?
What?
Did you not hear?
What
Yeah,
were we
no,
just
no,
talking
no, no.
about?
Call-
Stop playing on your computer over
Yeah,
there and pay
seriously.
attention to the show.
We're going to
Yeah,
take
Not
a
a
break.
calls from the public, but a.
We'll talk about
little
it after
shout
the
out.
break.
All right.
You're
See you
killing
in a
me,
second.
Smalls.
Sandlot.
Okay.
Jasmine France.
And Donald Bell,
From the MP3 Insider Podcast.
where we talk about all the latest portable audio news and gadgets.
So if you want to know when your iPod is past its prime,
What headphones block out screaming babies on planes?
and why digital music services are so darn confusing,
Subscribe to the MP3 Insider Podcast at podcast.cnet.com.
Hi, I'm Jake Tripp from Salt Lake City, Utah, and you're listening to the 404, where if you've been to the moon, Wilson Tang knows someone who went there twice.
That was a Wilson Tang.
That's an
Jake
old.
Tripp.
That's an
That was
oldie,
an
but a
oldie.
goodie. But a goodie
I brought it back from the 404 vault.
from the 404 graveyard.
Dude, I have so many calls from the public. that
We've gotta
are just
get to
stuck
those
in
one
here.
day.
No, I already got to. We've already made it through our queue of calls to the public. So
Oh,
we
we
can
have?
call in. We have people like
Hey, this is Jonathan Colton, singer-songwriter and internet superstar.
it's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, for
we have
sure.
Julie Allison somewhere in here in the vault.
No,
vault. I'm just gonna keep calling it the vault. I don't even care.
I call it the graveyard.
Like the
That's a lot
Disney
cooler.
vault, you know, when they're
Yeah,
like,
I know.
the movie's gonna go back into the Disney vault and it
Because
won't
we
come
actually
here
have a
for 10
freaking vault. We're
years.
so obnoxious of a company.
I
that
want to
we actually
break
have a
into
vault.
that vault
Yeah,
and just steal all the movies
and light it on fire.
and just dance around like I'm on The Sound of Music.
Well, you know what I hate now is when they do like they make a big deal about we're gonna release like Sound of Music out again, and they put it out on DVD or HD DVD. It looks like crap.
Yeah, it doesn't look
It
good.
does. I mean, because they
don't remaster.
And then
it.
in
Yeah.
5 years,
they
they'll be like,
remastered.
they'll be like the special edition that doesn't look bad.
I love when they show you like before and after like color correction. Like,
Yeah.
you've been watching this movie in the worst possible way all this
For
time.
your whole entire
It's got
being.
scratches on
Yeah,
it.
all the
Yeah.
film grain and
Someone
shit.
like took
But
a
we
poop
like
on
it that way.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No one took a poop on Steamboat Willie.
You don't
the
know.
show where no one
You
took a
don't
poop on
a
Steamboat Willie.
You don't actually know that.
That's it.
Anyway,
Anyway, so
this topic is not interesting to me anymore. Let's move on.
it
we
was.
should talk about Loaded for a second. So we've
Yeah.
been doing Loaded for like how long? Like 2 3 months?
I want to say 2.5 months now.
And the last 2.5 months have been pretty crazy and fun.
Crazy.
But a
And
couple
fun.
days ago, Natali Del Conte, you shouted me out on something that I do that's illegal.
I did. And I gave you the option to edit it out.
It's
You know,
true, you
everyone, Randall edits Loaded so he can cut and
So does Wilson.
splice it
Both of us.
however he wants.
Yep.
So I was talking about how Amazon's music store is doing well against iTunes
Yeah.
and said that most people use both. Actually use both. I'm liking Amazon's music store
Yeah.
these days. I'm
Me
using it
too.
a lot. And I said, but those statistics don't account for people who, rip their music. And I said, I'm not going to name any names, Randall.
Randall's like
And-
twirling his
yeah.
pen right now. He's like doo doo doo.
And I
my
thought it was
fault.
funny, and we all laughed, and haha. And then I said, Randall, you can cut that out if you want. And he's like, no, I like it.
Yeah, no, I
And-
like it too.
It's funny.
great.
It's a
some
joke.
some
There's a
blog
blogger.
post this morning called me out and said that was a really uncool thing
Yeah.
for me to do, and I shouldn't have done that. But I did it with Randall's permission.
Yeah, I thought it was funny.
So, and if the RIAA comes after Randall, then
Natalie owes me.
then I'm gonna then I'll pay his settlement fee.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. Well, you know what?
Let's be real though. The
It's
thing
not
is,
even a
I
big
don't-
deal
It's not,
because
like it's not like I'm pirating tons of music.
And bands don't make music money off their records sold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, it's all about going to the concert, man.
He who is blameless,
Go to the concert, buy a T-shirt.
totally.
Going to the concert is enough already.
Yeah.
Buying the T-shirt,
Yeah.
The T-shirt they mark up 4,000%.
Oh my god, that's how bands. That's their bread and butter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
totally.
every band that I've ever come across, the only thing they care about,
swag.
how much we doing merch tonight.
Yeah.
How much we doing merch tonight.
Really?
That's it. It's
Yeah,
all. It's all that
totally.
matters.
So
It's all that
so
matters.
I would like to publicly apologize for calling out Randall Bennett, who is fooling around right now.
Randall's
I
standing.
was trying to make this thing happen. I'm sorry.
I'm
make
trying to have a moment
Yeah,
with
I'm-
you here,
yeah,
and
I
you're
know.
completely
I know.
fooling around.
The douche.
I revoke that apology.
Fine.
Douchebaggery.
Fine. fine, whatever.
We almost had a moment, but we
exactly.
didn't.
Speaking of
that was sincerity.
Speaking of douchebaggery, Mortal Kombat versus Marvel, really?
I don't know. I just saw this on Gaming
Is this
Age.
just like a fan fiction fight?
No, it's on. It's on Gaming Age.
Dude, Scorpion would totally kick Spider-Man's ass, man.
That's a joke.
Get alive.
I don't know.
But wouldn't you love it, though?
It's a joke like my Tetris movie.
I would watch like a cartoon of that, maybe.
Would you?
Nope. No, I'd watch a movie of it.
Let's see.
Why
I'm
do you
trying
think
to
they
find
did
this.
this?
Who's they, and where is this coming from?
WorldsCollide.com.
It says Warner Brothers.
It sounds like fan fiction.
Let's see. Oh, it's just an Apache server, so it's obviously not real.
Oh,
that's
You
funny
guys
though. But what do you know?
were
Would you
all,
want?
like,
Would you want
excited?
the Mortal Kombat Marvel or wait Mortal Kombat?
SmackDown.
First of
That
all,
would be DC.
the Mortal Kombat
Hold on.
franchise does not even deserve to be mentioned in the same sentence
Really?
as Marvel. Dude,
Really?
Marvel is a world-renowned.
Yeah, but okay.
But the
Mortal-
movie trailer,
Yeah,
the
it's
movie
a
poster,
classic.
the movie
Mortal
poster,
Kombat's been around for 15 years.
It does look
dude.
legit.
the movie
Okay.
poster on a side note, it's not legit because it would be Mortal Kombat versus DC. I'm trying to bring up the movie poster. on
Why
the
is it
computer here.
Batman and
Yeah, it's
Superman?
Batman.
Oh, so that's
Okay,
DC.
it's obviously fake. But I was gonna say with Mortal Kombat, it's like it got a lot of people into gaming in the first place.
Yeah, it got a
I
lot of
mean,
people. Yeah, but that has nothing to do with comic books or anything like
Oh,
that.
come on. Everybody my age was like, there's blood in a video game.
Oh, yeah, dude. It was a
But
big
there's
deal.
there's
Like,
Mortal
that's
Mortal
fine.
Kombat comic books too.
After the fact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still like, meh. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know,
definitely.
I just am sick of fanboys.
I was a little
We
excited.
should stop feeding the fanboys. Movies this weekend coming out. Speaking of movies,
Oh, let's take
Forbidden-
bets. Let's take bets.
Oh yeah, we're doing the betting thing now
Yeah.
from now on. So we're doing this thing where Jeff, Wilson, and I, and Natalie, you can get into on this if you want.
Okay.
But we're gonna guess which movie we think is gonna gross the most in the box office, and whichever wins, we're gonna start keeping score of like who's a better.
Yeah,
guesser.
so far it's
Okay.
1-1-0, right?
It's like an Oscar pool type thing.
you just pick me as you.
No,
right?
well,
Jerk.
I said 21 that time.
Yeah.
And
Oh, and I said that spoof movie that was
yeah,
out.
so
Yeah.
I won that.
So fortunately, you won that because
Fortunately.
You know, I don't want in on this because I'm not a very good judge of what movies will come
No?
out. I just can't believe that people like Martin Lawrence still make movies and that they still make money. Like,
Well, that's the
to
thing.
me,
Mama's
it
house.
just completely baffles the mind. And so, because I can't understand that element of our culture, I don't think I want
Yeah.
to play.
Right. Well, that's the thing.
Tyler
you have
Perry,
to,
Tyler Perry, Martin Lawrence,
Yeah.
all you got to
Eddie
do
Murphy in Fat Women in Suits.
body fat suits. All you got to do is bang your head against the wall for 10 minutes.
And
you'll have
then
the
see
answer.
what
Yes.
people want to watch. Yeah.
So, Wilson, you put in here Forbidden Kingdom, 88 minutes, Forgetting Sarah Marshall, Zombie Strippers. I think Forgetting Sarah Marshall will win.
Hands
Probably
down.
forgetting
so
yeah.
much,
No
Yeah.
question
so much
about
marketing.
it. No
So
question
much
about it. I would
So
bet.
marketing.
I'd bet $5,000 on it.
Really?
Although
Let's do it. Do you
I
want
was
to?
going to say,
I'm serious.
with-
Let's bet it.
You want to bet
$5
$5
bet
against
$5,000.
two?
I'm agreeing with you though.
So, well, we can't do it. Then we can't do it. But if someone said, "I'll take action on that," I'd
No,
be like, "Okay, sir,
I'll take
here's my
zombie
bet."
strippers for
Zombie
5,000.
strippers.
Like that. Why don't I just write you a check right now?
There
yeah,
you go.
exactly.
you know, I was one of the movies Forbidden Kingdom that's coming
I'm
out
excited.
this
I want to
weekend.
see this.
I do not want to see this.
Why? Because someone's hair fights. Did you see
No,
that?
it bothers the hell out of me because it's like about China. First of all, that's why it's called the Forbidden Kingdom. Is one of those
Wilson's
names
going
for
to start
China.
a story now.
But
Chinese people like this
It
way.
bothers the hell out of me because the main character is a white guy.
Who?
So,
I don't know. I was just like, I'm tired of these like.
but it's
you
like
know,
he
It's like
goes,
the Last
Asian martial
Samurai
Steven
with,
Seagal.
with Tom
Exactly.
Cruise.
Like
he goes,
Steven
yeah.
Seagal.
he goes back in time though, and then it's with Jet Li and
Oh, it's a time travel
Jet
movie?
Li and
Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan,
and they speak English.
so
You know, it's just it bothers the hell out of me. I'm
like
sorry.
I mean I don't know. I just
Sorry.
It's like
It bothers
it's a pop-
me that everyone in Star Wars spoke English
yeah
too. but
it's a popcorn
What
movie.
are they supposed to be
Like,
saying?
I don't know.
It's
It's
a
a
not-
long time
Kashik?
ago in a galaxy far away, but it's English.
It's not. I don't know. I just
got
don't feel
English
like.
here.
I feel like this movie's just a popcorn movie. It's not like a cultural great society movie. It's like it's
no,
a
it's
popcorn
true.
martial arts
But
movie.
it's
Yeah, and
a
I was gonna say,
misrepresentation of Chinese
it
people.
is, like,
Wilson
on-
doesn't like
Look,
it.
dude,
Oh,
we're
wow.
sorry,
I-
but this is what happens.
I don't like Big Love.
You
Get
know,
over it.
Look, everyone, you know, it's the way it is.
it was
Yeah.
last. I think it was about 2 weekends ago. I flipped on PAX or something. One of those like
Oh, I love PAX.
old channels,
I love
and they
PAX.
they had a
Actually, PAX doesn't exist anymore. As a side note, it's
Well,
called.
it was one
it's
of those
called Ion
Ion or
like
something
Ion,
like-
yeah.
yeah, Ion,
that
something
used to be
like that.
PAX. Yeah.
But I was watching it, and it was I forget what it was called, but it was like it took all these Chinese mythic stories that are partly religious, okay,
yeah.
about like the Monkey King, the Jade Emperor, and they turned into this farce where they had again a white guy being like the main character,
Yeah.
you know, saving Chinese culture, a
Yeah.
white guy, right?
That's
Sorry.
awesome.
And it bothered the hell out of me because it'd be like Jesus, like if they took Jesus and put him in a movie in China where he came back and beat up a couple of people.
Yeah.
Like that's the same idea, and it just, I don't know.
Have you seen, there's this comic that I saw this morning of a guy protesting and a big sign that says like boycott the Beijing Olympics and, you know, boycott China. And then there's signs pointing to everything he's wearing. It's like made in China, made in China, made in China.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
his hat, I saw it on curry.com this morning, which is
I was about to say,
Adam
I was like,
Curry's.
Unless he's
website.
wearing like
It's
leaves
funny.
and like
it's if you wake up and go to work, it's you're
I bet you
supporting
$800
China.
I wear Chinese clothes. All of my
Dude,
clothes are made in
everything.
China.
I mean, what do you want? You know,
unless you're like one of those really rich people.
You know
who
what I
buys,
heard
like,
this morning? So this morning I
expensive.
went on the Today Show and I was in the wardrobe and they were steaming my clothes and, you know, just trying to get me ready. And they were two guys, like fashionista guys.
Types.
What was that?
I said fashionista types.
Yeah, and they were and so they were rolling footage of the Pope live on the morning show, and the guy's like, he only wears Prada, and I was like, what? And they said, Prada personally makes all the Pope's shoes.
No way.
What?
Yeah, isn't that interesting?
That's way interesting.
Yeah, I guess Prada.
the Pope wears Prada.
Well, because I wish that were the headline of the show.
Seriously,
today.
like you got that was like low hanging right there.
Yeah. Because Prada, you know, is an old Italian family, and they became famous because they've always made the papal shoes. Isn't that great? That's a great little fact that will get you nowhere in life, but it's fun to know.
Of goodness.
Yeah.
That's
why, you know how Valleywag calls me factoid? I have tons of this kind of stuff, but that's like, I feed on this stuff. I love it.
So
the Pope wears Prada.
Were
That's
you able
pretty
to
funny.
like pimp load it on a?
No, it's just like no Del Conte from CNET.
No.
Yeah, it's just
Like you never get to pimp the 404 when you
putting
go
my
places.
expertise.
Well,
You were on some radio station this week. And
I didn't get
and
to
it's just like
pimp.
interviews, you know. It's
Yeah.
I'm gonna be on again
Actually,
Monday.
I've been
Maybe
on
we'll do
Maxim
that.
Radio a couple of times, and they totally pimp outloaded.
Nice.
But
That's nice of them.
yeah.
Didn't they ask you some like really crazy stuff on?
Did you
that
hear
was,
it?
That was Maggie. Remember?
Oh no, that was
That was-
or,
so Maggie.
Some guy called me. So they did this thing where it's like, okay, we're gonna ask you what you think of these things that guys do, like, you know, wearing flip flops. Do you love it or not? You know,
Love
that
it.
kind of thing.
Wait,
and
love
so
it.
they
Love
asked
it.
me what I thought of crew cuts.
Uh-huh.
And I said that it reminds me of the brother in Weird Science when he gets turned into a frog.
Yeah.
He has a crew cut, and we were arguing, and they're like, "He's not a frog; he's a pile of poo." And I was like, "No, he's a frog." And so some random person, like a PR person or something, heard it and then called me. And in my pitch, I was like, "Hello, this is Natalie," and he wanted me to pitch me his company, which is like a mobile social network. And he's like, "Yeah, I'm the brother from Weird Science." I was like, "What the heck are you talking about?" Like, I'd totally forgotten about it.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh,
So
yeah.
actually
Really
called
called
you.
you?
PR people do that. They think that if they give you a relevant thing that you've talked about in the last like 10 minutes, that they will.
I mean,
get
this was
your ear.
2 weeks ago or something. I was
That's
like,
insane.
What? Who is?
Crazy.
That's insane.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Didn't they ask you like your top 10 list of things like we'll end
Oh
a date?
yeah,
Yeah,
they
guys
asked
don't
me deal breakers
Deal
on a
breaker.
date.
Nah.
Why don't you
so five-
regurgitate
Yeah,
a couple
yeah,
of
let's
Okay,
a couple
things
Sure.
that I will not stand for on a date. So you have to be nice to the
Is
waitress.
this number 1 or 2?
That these are in no particular order.
No, I'm saying
Okay.
like the first date, the second date.
Oh, date number 1.
Date number
okay.
one. Okay.
You have to be nice to the waitress.
Even if
You can't be wearing jeans that are colored any, like no purple or dyed blue jeans or white jeans. Like they have to only be denim.
What about
Orange,
black jeans?
Orange jeans.
I don't know about black jeans.
Black
you know,
jeans
I
are
know
the
that
Black
they-
jeans are the edge
They're
of like.
used to
in
have
and then they're
black jeans.
out, and you know. But
used to wear
yeah,
them.
I prefer the denim. You cannot be wearing too much jewelry, and I'm not into the pinky ring. And then
pinky ring.
yeah.
ball.
And then one of my big ones is it's escaping me right now. Oh, you cannot high five me after every sentence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of
Dude.
date? What-
Let's have the crab cakes.
Yeah.
I think that should be like.
Yeah.
Do it.
No high
Has
fiving.
that
And then
happened
my
to you?
favorite one is you can tell throughout the course of the date, you can tell no more than 4 stories about your fraternity or college years. And if
good
you
one.
tell more
I
than
agree
4
with that.
stories throughout your, about your fraternity and college years,
You
it
should
tells
stay
me
there.
You haven't left.
that you have not grown up from there
Yeah,
and you can't talk
exactly.
about anything else. So
Wow.
you must be able to talk about things that
Dude,
do
I
not
did this
involve-
keg stand.
Yeah.
Has high-fiving become
Yeah,
like
talk
have you
about
had
my cake stand.
Oh, dude, the kegs. You know those the drought keg things from
The little
Heineken?
tiny Heineken.
Oh yeah.
We were driving along in Boston, and Randall's like, "Those are funny." I was like, "I did a keg stand on that once, but it was just a joke. Like I didn't really drink out of it. I just keg stand it for. It was at a barbecue.
Yeah, because we're talking about how like whenever you start
can't
talking
do
about
that
your
on a
college
first
years,
date.
you start talking about your college years.
Yeah.
There's always a frat guy will always be like, "Dude, we had this wicked party. We
had
did
a
keg
beer
stands.
bong."
Yeah,
Yeah.
beer bong.
I love
all
watching
that
those
stuff.
guys fall.
You know what? I
on
should
their
put that
necks.
on my
It's
list.
awesome. You ever
Because
see
any beer
you ever
bong
see some
story on a
schmuck do
first
that?
date
Gotta be. There's got to
does
be
not
a
get a second.
Oh,
date.
there must be a
That's
YouTube
what I was gonna say.
compilation.
There's got to be a
of
YouTube keg stand. Like
meathead jock idiots just falling
on their
neck.
heads. Let me see if I can find
I've
it.
seen it
Beautiful.
personally happen 5 times, and I'm just like, you deserve that schmuck.
Let's
You
see
know?
how to do a keg stand, mini beer keg stand.
Oh, someone else did the mini cake stand.
Yeah, I think it's.
I thought I was an OG on that one.
So
Let's see.
Natalie, in the meantime, what are things that you look out for on a date? Like what's a
Things
nice
that
thing?
you should do.
Things that you should
Yeah.
do.
I don't know. I only focus on the negative, obviously.
I can't believe you've been high five.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like
oh,
it.
here
I
we go.
also
Even-
don't really like the fist knocking on a date. I mean, I
Who
like to
does that?
fist knock, you know,
Who does
over,
that?
you know, but like over. Let's get them all back.
Yeah, let's do it.
You know, that kind of stuff. I don't like it.
strange.
So you don't like the buddy thing.
Oh, and you also don't call me dude,
Because that puts you in
man,
the friend zone.
or
Okay, I
bro.
got one ready.
Well, no one,
Dude,
whore,
man, or bro.
I think whore
Yeah.
is like totally not in the same league
I
as
just
man
think you
or
should treat me like a
dude.
lady. I don't need to be treated with kid gloves. You know, I
Right.
prefer electronics to jewelry. Like I'm a
Oh,
I'm a
cool.
cool
All right.
girl. You know,
Yeah.
I can video
Hey, Natalie,
game and that
can
kind
you,
of
Can you
stuff.
scoot back a little bit because I think
Why?
the
Oh,
bar is blocking.
sorry.
That's okay. It doesn't
It's
matter.
cool, but-
But
Bring up the YouTube. Bring
Yeah.
up the YouTube thing. We'll
but
see.
I don't
All right, hold on.
like to be. You know, like I'm not like
Yeah.
cake stand.
Failed keg stand. Ready? So this is.
Oh, I can't wait
I
to
don't
watch
want to
this
see
guy.
this.
This is
Oh,
good.
he's
Yes!
Ow!
Oh,
He's
good.
out cold.
My man just ate shit right there, and
Dude.
I love it.
I can
Okay, no more.
I can
no more,
replay
no
that
more.
moment
Yes.
for the rest of my life. Failed cake stands for the win. We need to go.
Wow,
'cause
that is
our show is,
Darwinism.
Go back to Abercrombie.
our
sir.
show is about over, kids.
Are we really running that late?
Our show.
Well,
is,
we didn't guess.
it's-
We didn't guess what would be the best movie.
Oh, best
Oh,
movie.
Oh, we
dude,
did?
We did.
Sarah Marshall.
What did
I
I
am so
tell you
cracked
about
out.
paying attention today?
He ain't. You
You go
do you know
sit
where
in
you
the
are?
corner.
All right, I'm gonna
Seriously.
leave now.
We're gonna go. On that note, Natalie, thanks for coming in again.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Yeah,
having
it's always
me.
good to
It's
have
always
you.
fun with
good.
Natalie.
My
Del Conte.
pleasure. My
Natalie's
pleasure.
on loaded.cnettv.com. You can
I
get
am.
that every day by 10 a.m. ish in the morning. So yeah,
Ish.
it's fun. Like I said, that's it for the show. As always, catch us on Twitter, on Facebook, on the404.cnet.com, on iTunes. So many different ways. Ustream lately. We've been on the Ustream front door a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah, we've been looping.
We love Ustream. Thanks for giving
Write
us
us
the
in.
shout-outs.
Let us know whether you like this. Whether
Yeah,
we,
if you like the
we're
video
having
thing.
a
And
404 channel.
hopefully Monday.
Oh, we need to talk about
we'll,
this. I forgot to talk about this. Meetup.
Oh,
We have to
Oh,
talk
okay.
about this because I forgot to mention.
Okay.
We're trying to organize a 404 meetup. We're not sure dates yet. We need to gauge people in the New York area. If you want to have a 404 meetup, email us the404@cnet.com. Say, I want a 404 meetup. We're going to gauge interest. And if we have enough people, we're going to try and get a place.
yes.
So this is for real happening.
And you gotta be 21 or over.
21 and over is the requirement. So if you're 21 and over in the New York area, email us the404@cnet.com.
And we'll get drunk
And
together.
we'll try and, hang
It'll
out.
be
with
hot.
people.
Very nice.
It'll be a good old time. So
For sure.
I'm Randall Bennett.
I'm Jeff Bakalar.
And I'm Wilson Tang.
And we'll see you next time on the 404. Peace out. Playa.
High five that one. Woo!